What does Jupiter have to do with the Earth's climate? There's little doubt that it has a major influence over millennia and perhaps even over centuries. The easiest way to understand the importance of Jupiter is to look at temperature reconstructions from the ice core proxies. This sequence of charts places the global temperature increase over the last 2 centuries in perspective and helps us to understand what the future holds for planet Earth. Needless to say, these charts suggest a future that is far different from what Elon is claiming. Incidentally, this is NOAA data. This is government data out of Greenland here. This first chart shows that our world did indeed begin to warm up from the Little Ice Age in about 1830. Extending the chart back to 800 AD shows the medieval warm period. Although ice core data does not cover the 20th century, we show with an arrow where the peak of the modern warm period will likely fall when the ice consolidates in a number of decades. It will be lower than the medieval peak. We know that for a number of reasons. Going back still further, we see a succession of warm periods spaced at roughly 1,200-year intervals, each less warm than the one that preceded it. During the Roman warm period, the great Carthaginian general Hannibal was able to march war elephants across the Alps to attack the Romans. Such a feat is not possible in our latest warm period because of the year-round snow in the mountain passes. Going back 11,000 years through the entire history of this interglacial period known as the Holocene climate optimum, the present climate change is utterly negligible. Note that human civilization developed during this warm period. We tend to like warm periods rather than cold periods. Going back 13,000 years, we see a much different era. What is that much colder period? It's an ice age, which lasted about 90,000 years. Note that ice ages have much more dramatic temperature swings than the benign interglacials. Our recent temperature swing is utterly negligible in this context. Note also that the temperature during the Holocene trended downward as we progress through the Milankovitch cycle that causes the Earth's closest approach to the sun to move from July to where it is now in January.